out there in internet land. Welcome to our movie review. My name is Danny.
I'm Christianna.
And today we're going to be talking about Companion. I'm going to be drinking my official movie review beer, Narragansett, the movie Jaws. And we are going to get right into it. Christianna, take us a little bit into what the movie's about.
So the movie, without too many spoilers, aside from what's already in the trailer, is about a group of friends that go out to a remote lake house location. And there's some love stories in there. And you kind of have a perception of it being just a fun hang with friends time. And then things get real. And it takes a turn. And there may or may not be some AI situations going on.
Okay. So you're telling me it goes from John Hughes all the way over to Terminator, all in one movie. So it's not, you can't pigeonhole it. It's not a rom-com. It's not a straight horror. It's not science fiction. It's all encompassing, like a rom-comedy or cons. It's something along those lines.
It's very much so. It's it makes you think kind of the whole time, and it never goes where you think it's going to.
Now, this movie stars Jack Quaid, who was in Scream 5, and he's also Dennis Quaid's son.
Yeah.
Famous for Jaws 3. I know he's famous for other movies, but Jaws 3 in my heart, Jaws 3D. And it's got Sophie Thatcher. You said she's from Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, she's in Yellow Jackets, and actually one of my favorite characters in that show. And she's also done a couple other horror movies. The most recent one was Heretic. So she's fantastic. She's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. She was great.
Yeah.
I'm going to go right back to Jack Quaid real quick. Why does he always have to play a rascal? It's like I see him smile, I see him talk, and I'm like, I see your dad, I see Jaws 3, I see you taking on the shark, and you're lovable, and I want to be your bro. And then you go do something super rascally, and I'm like, oh, we can't be bros now. It's the same thing happened in Scream 5. If you haven't seen Scream 5, rent it on DVD or Laserdisc or Blu-ray or VHS or whatever. He's a rascal. He's a rascal in that too. So, and the love story starts with Jack Quaid and Sophia Thatcher. And it starts off nice. Like, I had my wife here too. We were holding hands, enjoying the movie, and super beautiful scenery, the shooting. So the cinematography was awesome.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, they go out to this house, and they're there for some party and some shenanigans with their equally like-minded 20, 30-something-year-old friends.
Yep.
Some synchronized dancing, very John Hughes-like.
Very, very much so. The dancing was great.
There needs to be more of that.
Yeah.
I think in life we need to have more synchronized dancing at events, and it would make the world a better place.
It really would.
Now, we want to bring up the friends as well. You were talking about Harvey earlier with me. Harvey Guillén, I hope I'm saying his name right. We are not friends.
Not besties.
Sadly, his name right
would be besties if we knew him. He was the comic relief. So the movie is very much dark humor all throughout, but he was the shining star when it came to the traditional comic relief. And I think he made me laugh so much throughout the whole film. And I just really, really enjoyed his take on what he did.
Which is great because, like I said, we started off with a fun Johnny Hughes kind of date movie. I was expecting to see Jack Quaid hold up a boombox and do some say anything stuff. And then it kind of takes a twist into like Tales from the Crypt and even aspects of Terminator. And it's hard because then as we're going along this roller coaster ride, it's gripping you and you're like, oh my goodness, this is like, it's like white knuckle almost. And then we've got little Harvey Guillén over here throwing in the punchlines, throwing in the jokes so we can rest easy and be like, all right. Like get a little relief from all this action. Yeah. The next guy was Lukas Gage, and he was in You. I'm pretty sure the season it was 5, 6, or 19 or 115 or something. He is a fabulous actor as well, very versatile.
Yep.
And we're not going to give anything away, but I did not see his character twist. I didn't see that plot twist coming.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I did, but I loved it. I loved how they took his plot twist because it is very unique to his character.
See, I'm going to guess you're a little bit like my wife, and my wife, God bless her, she, whenever we go to watch scary movies, she's always like, I wonder if it's that guy.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's that girl. And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
All right. I want to go for the ride, but she has already figured it out. And sometimes she even nails it like before the opening credits are done.
Yeah.
It's like, it's that guy. And I'm like, that's so silly. That's silly.
Right. Yeah.
And then later on, it totally is that guy. And I'm all, well, there. Shoot.
That's
See the
how
whole
my brain
time.
works.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't help it. I dissect plots, and sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes I know it's too much too soon. Take it away.
Yes, I want to go into a movie and just like hop in, put the lap belt down, and then go for the ride. And 10 times out of 10, I'm like, oh, that was pleasant and that was surprising. And I did not see any of that coming because I don't try to I think 2 steps ahead because of the fact that that's what they, like, I don't take my time guessing. Is that guy? Is it this guy? Just show me the story and I'll listen to the words.
Exactly.
So some Easter eggs that I picked up.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jaws in this delicious beer, Deputy Hendricks, hello, Jaws 1 and Jaws 2. That was Jeffrey Kramer. And that was a character nod to him. I was super stoked about that.
Yeah.
Because all they needed to do was throw Bruce the shark in, and then I could have been like, there we go. Now it's all bookended.
Yeah.
Did you, by any chance, catch any Easter eggs?
I didn't necessarily catch Easter eggs, but I did draw like some comparisons to other movies, like if we're doing comp titles, for lack of a better term. I would say we had some like Ex Machina kind of vibes in there.
All right.
Some humor that leaned more towards like the Ready or Not vibes, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. And then maybe even for the Harry Styles girlies and gents who saw Don't Worry, Darling, which I have not great feelings about that movie, but like this was like a way better vibe with some similarities. The other thing I wanted to point out is like I thought that the title caption and how that popped up on screen was really cool and really fun because you were out at the lake and then like the word companion comes across. I won't tell you what it looks like, but it sets you up for the stylized version of the film throughout.
Absolutely. And I mean, like I said, it comes out, it's easy like a Sunday morning. And you're like, oh my goodness, this is going to be relaxing. And it reminds you of the start of the amusement park ride, the roller coaster. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it starts going up and then it drops and twists and turns. And you're in the middle of, not Twilight Zone, but the Tales from the Crypt with the Crypt Keeper, and you're like, where the heck did we go? And how did we get there so quick? But it keeps you your attention the whole time. Sometimes I hate to say it with movies because I love movies. I'm sure you love movies too. I'll be checking my stocks and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, we got to get to something. There was like no lull. If you have to go to the bathroom, do me a favor, go before. If you've got a big soda, take small, little shallow sips. And you should be fine because usually in these, I would be able to tell you, oh, there's a spot about halfway through the second act where you can go to the bathroom. There's no second act bathroom break. You're going to have to stick this one all the way out.
Yeah, but it's got a pretty short runtime. So you kind of hold it. It comes in at what, like an hour, 40 minutes?
Right about that.
Yeah. Which is great. And we love a nice sit down, watch a whole movie.
Absolutely. And whenever you guys are watching too, make sure you check for references to the Terminator. I saw Eve of Destruction. I saw Species. I saw Splice. And it's so weird to me that anytime AI comes in or a creation of any kind or an alien, there's always some dude who's like, I should sleep with that. That is what I need to do. And I'm like, I can't even get the chips I want out of the machine. Why? In my own personal opinion, why would I go AI? Why would I go self-driving car? I can't even get my chippies out of the machine. And this guy's like, I should do that. I should sleep with the AI.
Yeah.
And what's the worst thing that can happen? Jack Quaid, if you're listening right now, watch every 80s sci-fi movie that ever came out. It never ends well for the guy sleeping with the alien or sleeping with the robot or whatever. Stop.
Yeah.
Because it can be programmed into a ninja assassin. We saw that back then.
Yep.
Leave it alone. From now on, if you get any kind of special companion bot, send it back.
Yeah.
Get a Nintendo instead or something like that.
And also self-driving cars, then, maybe not a good idea.
Not for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to slam self-driving cars.
No.
But there's too much. I'd much rather be in control myself, know, and if we go off the cliff, I'm like, oh, well, that was me. I accidentally drove us off the cliff because I went the wrong way. Because the directions told us, take this turn, and I did, and we went off the cliff.
Right. But I also feel like I enjoyed the use, which isn't too much of a spoiler, of a AI car, because it was a metaphor for what else you were going to see throughout the film. Speaking of cars, we always love a good soundtrack. And
this one is delicious.
This movie is great.
Yeah. I mean, whenever we were growing up, we had The Crow. We had Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That might be a little bit before both of us, but I still love the soundtrack.
But still.
Yeah, Dazed and Confused. This movie makes me want to go to Warehouse Records, wherever there is one, or your local record store, and pick up a physical copy of the new soundtrack to this movie, because they've got so many awesome sounds. I was even Shazamming as we're going. I'm like, I'm gonna need to get that one later. And then you guys can go get this. Go buy the soundtrack. You guys can have your own parties with synchronized dancing.
100%. Like, you can learn the dances and then do them yourself at home.
Oh my god! And it's all because we told you. You're welcome in advance.
100%.
So for the ending of this, I'm gonna let you know we're in the middle of Colony Cinemas. They're doing a preview screening tonight at 7:00.
Yep.
Bring your girlfriend, bring your wife, bring both. I'm not gonna judge you, okay? You're gonna want to do this as a date movie because this is great. It's got a little bit of action for the dudes, little scary stuff, so you can hold the girl and be like, "Don't worry, I got you. It's cool." A little bit of romantic, cutesy stuff for the ladies. And it's made by New Line Cinema. That's the house that Freddy Krueger built.
Yep.
You can't go wrong with this.
100%.
You're going to enjoy it. I'm going to go back real quick again to 21 years ago. I took my wife to see Valentine, which I think might have been another New Line movie.
Okay.
New Line Cinemas, good job on bringing the scary movies back around Valentine's Day, because that's what these kids need now. They don't need to be sitting at home. They need to be out here with us. They need to be enjoying it with their girlfriends or their wives or both.
Or their boyfriends.
Boyfriends.
Or their husbands.
Side boys, whatever.
Side boys.
Yeah. And you need to be enjoying it out here with us at Atascadero Colony Cinemas. This movie was a treat. I feel like we can be, Ebert and Rupert, or we could both, because we both would probably want to be Ebert and Ebert. I'm going to give this one 2 thumbs up. And I'm gonna take a swig in honor of this movie and its awesomeness.
Yep, 2 thumbs up. Also, just for anybody coming to see it tonight or any other time, make sure to stay through the credits. Like, don't bounce up and walk away.
You're gonna miss it. I hate when that happens.
There's some
juice.
fun stuff in the end that you don't might miss it, because it's great.
Because then your buddy's going to be like, oh, did you catch those end credit scenes? And you're like, no, I didn't. I went and got more popcorn.
Exactly.
Don't get more popcorn until after the movie. Load up, then you can take it home and you can enjoy the popcorn. You guys can talk and just
download that soundtrack on Lifshitz and call it a day.
Yep, and then start working on your dances, because we do something here called Monday Night Movie Club, and we want to see your synchronized dances as soon as possible.
Yep.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and have an amazing day.
Have a great one.